basically, of course, all of our readers and everybody paying attention to the site is excited out of their minds that King of the Hill is back. Wow. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and we're doing this just before your big panel today, where you're just going to sit up there and feel the love from everyone. Have you guys been hearing from everyone? Like, even just the sound of everyone's voices on this show is like bringing tears to their eyes.
Nice.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, like that's all over Reddit.
That's awesome.
Right.
I know Reddit, you
They hit
guys.
everything.
That's any indication.
And I think like what I've read so far is that this is a reboot that makes a lot of sense. Like you're picking up years into the future. And so can you talk about how is the show going to be different because the world now is different than it was when the show originally went off the air?
Yeah, same characters, different world.
Yeah.
I don't know. When we were writing the pilot, of this run, when we came up with the idea to have them have Hank and Peggy have been gone for whatever 10 some years in Saudi Arabia in this, which really exists, this sort of fake idyllic American town that's on a base, and that. The idea that they're sort of isolated there, stuck in time, and that they actually really liked it. And Hank even
I wonder why.
Hank even kind of likes that the women are covered up and modest and
No distractions.
Right, exactly.
When he gets back. And so that the idea that we could kind of bring them back to get a fresh look at, the country, how it's different from however many years we're saying it is.
Right.
So it just seemed that once we did, it seemed like that was a good way to start. And also, obviously, aging Peggy and, Bobby and Connie and everybody else, but Bobby and Connie, that seems to be like it just seems to be what everybody wanted in a reboot, including us. Right. So.
Yeah, because have y'all ever heard of that, like the phenomenon of people watching shows that they've already seen because it's a comfort to their nervous system?
Yeah.
Yes.
King of the Hill really fits that bill because what's great about the way the show always was is it's giving you a stereotype and then it's blowing it apart.
Right.
But yet somehow is managing to not necessarily be political at its heart.
Right.
Now it's an interesting day because we just got news about South Park running a show that was so deeply political. Like, is that ever going to show up? Is that vibe ever going to show up on King of the Hill, Sal?
No, not in that way, especially. Not in that way. We don't have those liberties, first of all.
I love that.
Right.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And
saw them
there's a
last
lot
night.
to love.
Yeah.
And they occupy that space very well, and we occupy a different space, I think, very well. It was very important to me when we started this, for me to learn from Mike and Greg, like what the rules of their universe was in the original in terms of how they wrote their stories and the things they would comment on and wouldn't. And, the show is weird. The show, people will refer to the show as being, dabbing into politics, but the show really never did that. It was more about culture, and culture as it applies to family and, relationships and, small stories. And so we certainly wanted to keep that element in this revival that the original had. Now, sure, there'll be social commentary around things, but it always, first and foremost, is going to be about what the character dynamics and conflicts are, and then how the world affects them as they work those things out, for sure. But Hank always represented a common sense middle in terms of how he reacted to people and how he respected people, and we wanted to make sure that we still had Hank represent that because that's what the fans are looking for, right? Now, to be honest, the middle is not the middle anymore. Like Hank's
that's
middle,
the truth.
The middle drifts
exactly.
Yeah.
Dale is the middle now.
The world just around the middle,
I
right?
feel like it's all upside down at this point.
Right.
Right?
And so we are going to, take advantage of that in terms of putting our main character in a situation where he's a fish out of water, trying to figure out now how the world views him as well, right? So all those things would come into play, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be about the characters and the relationships.
These characters that we spend so much time loving. Let's talk about like Peggy coming back. Like, what do you see as being her biggest challenge?
When she comes back from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Saudi Arabia. Oh, and by the way, bienvenido.
I mean, this could just be my idea of Peggy, but not a lot freaks Peggy out.
Yeah.
That's why she's willing to go to Saudi Arabia. That's why she's willing to. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So she's always, if you really read it, and she's jumping into situations that most people would just run from. But she's like, no, I don't care. This seems like fun. You only live once. So I feel like she's not a completely changed person because she went to Saudi Arabia. But she, and I think she's happy to be home.
Which is, I mean, gosh, isn't that kind of like the whole series and how we feel watching it too?
Exactly.
It's nice. It feels nice to be home.
Nice to be home, yeah.
Now, do you feel like jumping back into these characters, like you are a different person than you were when the show was first created, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you feel that that kind of affected your performance at all, or were you carrying new things into, coming back into this?
Oh, well, we were joking before that, Min used to be passive aggressive, but now she's just aggressive.
Oh my God, relatable.
Because as we get older, we just drop the masks that we were trying for.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Because I think about myself watching the show the first time around, and I'm like, nope, I'm different.
Yeah, oh no,
I'm
but
saying
that's good,
things.
right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
I mean, because we've all grown. We've grown up together. We all have grown kids now, and so it's a natural progression. I'm so happy to be able to be back and be able to bring, my experience as a person now to the characters, because I think that Connie's a little bit more open-minded than me. But that's very exciting, coming from her being a bit invisible and reserved and
Yeah.
a rule follower to now, she's still getting a degree, so she's not completely gone wild. But she's, she's practicing E&M. That's not nothing. You know what that is? Good.
No, you know what? I don't. I was about to ask you. Tell me all about it.
It's called...
Does my PPO cover it?
It's called
Maybe not.
ethical non-monogamy.
Oh,
Do
hello.
you get it?
Oh. All right.
Connie.
Okay, we're going to offline about that in a minute. But, and speaking of... Speaking your mind is exactly what I think of when I think of you as well. Like with Better Things, with Babes, and I think somehow it's perfect that you're also Bobby.
Wow, I love the bees. Apparently,
Alliteration
to
party.
stay in it. Well, here's the thing: the gift is the work. It really is. But when you get to do work and be involved in something like this show, that is not just people going, "Oh, I know that show. I've seen that show." People are passionate about it because it resonates so deeply. And so to be able to make stuff that people want to revisit again and again, and during COVID, my youngest was watching King of the Hill and really like getting to know it, and it was so satisfying. Also The Office, so I guess like she in her head Greg is her dad.
Yes.
But
A god.
yeah. But it feels it's kind of a pinch me moment, because when every year Kathy would be like, I heard a rumor. For 20 years she's been doing this. And then
She'd get us all whipped
and
up.
I'm like, oh God, I'll believe it when I see it. And when it became a real thing, when we were going to work on this new show, it's really just like lightning in a bottle that we could all be there and be in this world, and to see the vintage stuff that we all pine for, really being honored and landing, and then the new fresh stuff, and that it's all working. And what Sal was saying about the middle, like we need the middle so badly.
Oh my God, yeah.
And the show was never political. It showed all sides through the eyes of these characters, and that is something that just has kept it, the momentum of it, and people never want to let go of.
I mean, idiocracy is real now, Mike.
Oh boy.
Does it,
Yeah.
like
Thanks, Mike.
I thought
Yeah,
I thought
sorry.
it was a ha funny
Thanks,
joke
Dad.
back then, and now it's like, holy shit, this is a real thing. Like this is
Yeah.
our.
I apologize.
Like,
I'm-
do?
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
I know, I don't either. I don't even have a question. I just wanted to say it out loud.
Back to King of the Hill. No, I mean, like, yeah, King of the Hill, I think, I get this a lot. I don't know if you guys do, but where someone will say, don't take this the wrong way, but I really like watching it before I go to sleep, and which I think is great. I mean, I'm all for it. Like, that's kind of, I think the fact that it's sort of a calming presence, I mean, and you have all these, all the algorithms on all the Twitter and everything are designed to just get your blood boiling and angry, and if you just get away from that, and some term I heard, get feet on the grass, and just get around normal people, or like it's not like it is on Twitter and on the, if I think that's where King of the Hill lives, on the grass. But
wow,
it's, and so I think that's like, so I don't know. Yeah, I hope people take it that way. I hope it doesn't piss everyone off.
And as you were talking about, like, people using it as a soothing thing, that takes me back to old version, where consider that Cotton's voice is the last thing that people hear before they go to sleep. And I just wondered, like, as we kind of close out this interview, if you, in honor of that great character, if you might just send people to bed.
Say something soon.
Yeah, good night, suckers.
Yeah, that's great.
And we have here under the table, so for my front row, we have a C box, a B box, and an R box, because it's branding, everyone.
Got you.
Now, if you want to choose one of those boxes and pull it out, you will find some treats to take you through the rest of your day.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
Let's see.
don't pick R. That's just
Pick
full
a
of
letter.
rock.
I know,
What
right?
letter should we get?
One is a goat.
A B. I think B because B
Lots
is
of
the thing.
letter things.
Okay, love a B. Let's see what's in there.
Babes, Bobby.
Please be shrimp. Please be shrimp.
Oh, yes!
That's it.
Yes!
Oh, nice.
I love a blow pop.
Oh wow!
Didn't know.
I will not have the apple.
And,
no, I
by
want
the
the
way,
apple.
if they had
Apple?
chosen C, I would have been like,
Green
are there any Chuck Mangione jokes in this season?
So yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, there is.
There is.
Oh,
There
thank
is.
God. Amazing. Thank you so much for visiting us, y'all.
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you. That was
Thank you,
great.
Gray.
That was a great interview.